Welcome, everyone, to the Eric and Linda Show live from Workvine 209. And I'm Eric.
And I'm Linda. And we are from live at Workvine 209. Welcome, everybody, to our live show. We came on a little bit earlier this Thursday because of what's going on in our city. You know, there's a big protest that's coming up at 2 o'clock. And so we wanted to bring this to you live still in the raw. And so Workvine is a co-working facility for remote workers, small businesses, entrepreneurs to do their work at affordable prices. And that's what we do. And in our pivot, we are interviewing business people, leaders in our community, and startup owners that can give some insight or tools to those listeners out there that can use a little bit of an encouragement or tools to help them get their business going. So we have a great person coming on today, and we're excited to have her. And Eric is going to introduce her.
Yes, so this person we've known for a while, and she is going to add a lot of value to those who have businesses. The person we'll be bringing on is CEO, president of the Tracy Chambers, also worked over in Ripon for the Ripon Chamber. She's been part of District 12, state senator, and she has a ton of information about herself. I mean, she's worked in the public relation, she's helped business development, she thrives on working with startup, she does strategic planning, and there's just so much, and I probably can go on for a long time and then the show will be over, but let's go ahead and welcome Tamra Spade. Welcome, Tamra.
Thank you, Linda and Eric. I am so excited to be here and part of your show today. I really appreciate the invite.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you for being a part of it. So, and since right now you're the CEO president over at the Tracy Chamber of Commerce, can you tell the listeners a little bit about what the chamber does and how they can benefit, or how businesses can benefit from being a part of it?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of people think that the Chamber of Commerce is part of a city entity, and it is not. The Chamber of Commerce is actually a nonprofit organization. It's a 501c6. And so for us, for our funding and how we continue the chamber is through fundraising and also through our membership. It is a membership-based organization. And so what our jobs are to do is advocate for our small businesses and, try to promote them through advertising. We hold committees. I mean, we can talk about this in a little more detail, but that is our job, is to help promote and advocate for our small businesses.
Absolutely. And that's great. So tell us, I know right now, COVID's been affecting a lot of us. And so can you share maybe some of the things that you guys may be doing to help businesses during these times?
Yeah, so I think right now, it's kind of hard because some of us are working from home. Others are still doing business, but curbside, there's definitely been a change in how business is done. So with that said, for the chamber, we are still working hard, and we're trying to make sure that we are out there and still able to help promote our businesses. I think that advertising unit is so important right now with their
You're breaking up a little bit on our end. Let me. We're going to, even though we're live, and I know Tamra's speaking. I'm not sure, Tamra, you froze up. I'm not sure if you can still hear me. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to try to bring you back, and we lost you. Um, so maybe if you could try logging back in. And so that's technology. Technology sometimes happens, when we're going live. We had a little bit of challenges ourselves a little earlier, but sometimes, with everyone using internet, we can run into issues. But I'm sure Tamra will come back in and then we'll continue the conversation. But till she comes back in, let's just chat. Anybody got any questions?
I do want to say this about the Tracy Chamber. It has helped our business a whole lot with the events that they participated with us in
Yes.
doing our ribbon cutting and getting our name out there, our brand out there, and referring people over to us who need office space. So they have been a great big part of WorkFind in our marketing efforts to let people know that we're here. We're
Yeah.
located in a remote area where it used to be the Tracy outlets, and people thought, you're located in the Tracy outlets? It's a ghost town. But really, it's not. It's a thriving center now. We're 80
Yes.
or 90% occupied. And so we really appreciate the efforts for the Tracy Chamber and how they helped us. They also, during this COVID time, they've been keeping all the businesses up to date of what's
Yes.
going on. I get Tamra's newsletters all the time, and they're so informational. And she was able to put uh, our logo, our brand, and let the people know that we're open. We're open for business, and we're taking every safety measures to keep everyone safe.
Yes.
We're doing our social distancing. If masks are recommended, they're not mandatory, but we're also disinfecting our work areas. And so by letting the people know that we're open and we're doing it responsibly, that helped us a lot. And they've also referred some really good clients over to us. And so
Yes.
we really appreciate the membership with the chamber. So if you are a business and you're in Tracy, definitely go out to Tracy Chamber and get your membership because it will help your business. I believe in it. And if you're in a different city, go out to your city's chamber. I'm sure most cities have them, and join their member, their a part of, be a part of their chamber of commerce to help your business grow.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you have to have a business in the city of Tracy to join the
Oh
chamber,
yeah, that's true.
because we are part of, I think, four different chambers,
That's right.
and they're not all in Tracy. And
Yes.
so joining the Chamber of Commerce really helps to promote your business. They market it, they host events at your business, they have different meetups, they have trainings, they offer the skills and tools that you need for your business. So they offer quite a bit, especially the marketing piece, and educating you on the things that are going on throughout the community as well.
Yes, definitely. And they have some fun events too. I know they did um, Dancing with the Stars, was that? Or no, that was the grad. But they promoted that, and they do other events. They had a calendar full of events this year until COVID happened. So a lot
Yeah.
other events got canceled, just like a lot of our events got canceled too.
So it looks like we got her back.
Didn't know what
Hey,
happened.
we are back. So
I'm so
just
sorry.
It's all right. It happens. It happens. This is what happens when you go live. Have you ever watched the news and somebody's
Yeah.
talking and they can't hear, or this picture goes? I mean, that's just part of it. Well, welcome back. Linda was just sharing with the viewers about, how Tracy Chamber has really benefited us and some of the things that you guys offer the businesses that has helped us that can also help others. And so maybe you can elaborate a little bit on those.
So yeah, kind of as I was saying before I got disconnected was, it's really important. We're an avenue for advertising, and especially right now. And so, whether it's us going out and doing live videos, kind of like what you're doing right now to promote the businesses, or pushing out information for our businesses through flyers, through specials, hours of business. We're just trying at this point just to get information pushed out. So we're really a communication resource of doing that. And then, we're still having our virtual meetings like everybody else. We're having our ambassador meetings. I mean, we have many different committees that are getting together, and it is all beneficial for our members. And so, our members are our first priority, which are our small businesses. And, even with all this COVID and everything that's happening, it's really difficult. And for our small businesses, I guess, to even look at doing business when we've got all these big box stores, which everybody needs right now. But we want to make sure that our small businesses are going to be still coming back, being successful and thriving when the opportunity arises.
Yeah, that's so true. And even the big stores are getting hit really bad as well. And so if they're getting hit really bad, how much more are the small businesses? I just recently saw on the news that Pier 1 is closing their store. And, it's just really, really sad. And then along with, what's going on in the world with the protests and, small businesses that are being interrupted with, looters vandalizing their, it's just one thing after the other. It's all heavy and it's all really dear to our heart, about what's going on. And so, and to have a big hit with the small businesses, it's really also heavy. So how can we help, or how can you help businesses?
So through the chamber, we again are ones that are pushing out information for different loans that are available right now during the COVID. And I'm sure most people have heard about the, payroll protection program. I just got some information on that it's sitting on the president's desk. It passed the Senate, but they are changing the terms. So instead of the 1%, I think I wrote some stuff down. So PPP, instead of it being 8 weeks that you have to use your payroll funding, it's now pushed out to 24 weeks, which is good. Also, instead of having to spend 75% on that payroll, now it's only 60%. And then also, they're extending the loan coverage period from June 30th to December 31st. So now you can apply and do that. And then also the portion of the loan not forgiven extends for, instead of 2 years, the original, it's now 5 years. Wow. So I know. So it's really a significant change, which I think will really help the businesses out there. And again, we're just waiting. It's passed the Senate and it's passed Congress. So we're waiting for the president to sign it and give it its blessing. And then the terms will change. And so hopefully we'll be able to post something tomorrow that will confirm all that.
That is good.
Good information.
I mean, that is really helpful. Yes. And so having those newsletters that when you put out those information to all the small businesses that are a part of the chamber, it has been, some really good information. And this, this is breaking news for me because I didn't know. So thank you, Tamra.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And And another thing, we're just, again, like our city is putting out a grant opportunity for businesses to help them, and our county just did. And so that type of information that we receive, we try to push out to our members and to make sure that, they're first online to hear that and to apply if they need to. So, and besides just the funding aspect or just information, like I said, if there's opportunities that you want to promote your business, or you not only do we have our Facebook page, but we have our newsletter that goes out, and we also have once a month we partner with the Tracy Press, our newspaper locally in Tracy, and we have 2 pages that we help our members advertise in that, and it costs nothing to them. So that's huge too. And so just again, we are here to help our small businesses be successful, to promote them, and to advocate when it comes to different legislation that's going through. We have a monthly committee that gets together and we talk about the legislation. We have the staffers from the legislators that attend those meetings to keep us updated on what's going on and what's being submitted to our Senate and our Assembly. And so if it's something that's going to affect our small businesses, whether it's an increase in pay or minimum wage, or maybe plastic, or whatever it is,
Yeah.
we support that, or we'll sign on to coalitions. And people might not think that maybe just Tracy Chamber because we're small, but it's not just Tracy Chamber. It's a coalition under Cal Chambers, under U.S. Chambers, and it's all chambers coming together to have a voice for their members. And so, those are just kind of some of the things that we do through the chamber, but we need people to know that we are here for them, and we're still working hard. We put on a lot of our community events. 4th of July is coming up. I have a call with the city pretty soon on that, discussing that. And so we might still at this point have a 4th of July show in Tracy. We're not sure by tomorrow. We're working on it. But things like that, it's we're here to promote not just our members, but our community. And that's what the chambers do.
I really didn't even know that. I didn't know that you guys did all that. I was like, the marketing piece was so big for me, but it even more so just solidifies why you should join the chamber.
Yeah.
A chamber and this chamber.
Yeah. And one of the things that we talked about, or we spoke about when you were offline, you don't have to be a business owner in the city of Tracy to join the Tracy Chamber. Is that correct?
That is correct. We have members from all over, and you might be, and I'm just going to use it as an example, maybe you're a business in Stockton, but you want to do business in Tracy, and you don't have a brick and mortar or, a storefront or anything that provides that. So through the chamber, again, we can help promote you, whether you're a CPA, whether you offer insurance, realtors. I mean, we have people from all over. And so it's not just being in Tracy.
So that's good to know. So if you're listening and you're out of the area and you want to be a part of our community here, where we're making things happen, even with COVID, so join the Tracy Chamber. I mean, I'm excited about, some of the things that you said. I'm learning as well. I mean, and I thought I knew a good portion of what you do, but you do a lot. Yes. And thank you for doing that. I mean, working with legislative and having these meetings to really advocate for businesses are very important, because us as business owners are challenged in just working the business so much that we're not probably watching or have a team large enough to watch those things. And so thank you for being a part and doing that for us as small business owners.
I know. So other than that, I know you guys used to have trainings for businesses as well. Are you continuing to do that during this time?
Absolutely. And, so we have been partnering with the city, and we do that a lot. So we've been offering WebEx every other Wednesday at 2:00. And those are trainings. And whether it's information, again, about the PPP program, or about, marketing, or how to get your business to online during this, next few months or whatever we need to do to be able to make your business successful during this downtime. So the educational part is something that's really important too, because a lot of classes are very expensive to take. And
Yeah.
through the local chamber, we can offer those at a lower cost, and for our members, sometimes at no cost. And so not only, the educational part, but we have a leadership program that we do once a year. And that allows our business leaders to come be part of this program. And what we do is we go out and we visit different industries throughout the year to learn about what makes up Tracy when it comes to businesses and that type of thing too. And that's really interesting. And because they build a very tight, relationships with the people in the class, but they also are able to network with business leaders in other industries besides their own. So there's a lot of opportunities through the chamber. We're also very involved in economic development, and we work with Barb Harb over at the city of Tracy in doing that. So whether it's business recruiting, business retention, it's all very important and all done through the chamber.
Wow.
And it's even so much more intensified too, that you really have to get plugged in, because you can't, it's hard to survive all by yourself on an island. But when you have a network of people like the chamber, people that can help you sustain, that's the thing, or sustain, or even pivot, like you said, bringing your stuff online, how to change your shift to what to do to stay in business. So and to get education from and from the chamber at a affordable price, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, absolutely. I just want to add too about your guys' business. I mean, I was going through and getting certified in economic development, and I will tell you some of your newsletters that you put out about your personal business, the co-oping and the shared workspaces and things like that. That is so important right now for entrepreneurs and businesses, that I use some of your stuff for my, when I have to turn in my homework. So
Yeah,
just
it's all good.
yeah, so
Awesome.
what you guys are doing is amazing. And I think, again, it's just the way the world is going with business. And especially for entrepreneurs, it's so important because things are very expensive out there. But if you can do shared workspace and have those tools that you need to be successful, that's what you guys are offering.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And again, with COVID happening, Twitter announced that they're going remote permanently. And so at one point, the people that were working remote were like, "Oh, it's there's got to be a light at the end of the tunnel. We'll be back in their offices." But guess what? Now they're staying wherever they're staying, working remotely. And so sometimes working remotely can get a bit lonely, and um, sometimes it's unproductive because you don't have that energy around other people that are working. So in our space, we want to promote that energy to be productive and to help people from being lonely,
Yeah.
and you know um and so get around other people. And
And,
plus, another point too is, even when you're working remote, and you could do Zoom calls, but say you need a meeting, and so where are you going to have your meeting? In your living room or at your home? So we offer meeting room spaces and conference room spaces for people to meet.
yeah, I think, one of the biggest things for me is, collaborations. And
That too.
we had a conversation with someone yesterday who came in and she said, I'm getting used to kind of working at home. And she said, but I'm in my room all day. And
Yes.
then after I finish working, then I'm still in my room all day. And so she's like, I'm kind of sick of starting to get tired of just being home all day and not around people. And so I think the interaction will get to people at some point. But, one of the reasons why we decided start this show is to bring people on like yourself to provide resources to businesses, to entrepreneurs, to startup companies, so that they know the value that you offer and the value that we offer and how we can help them. You know, our goal is really to, you know, help businesses thrive and grow.
Yeah, and through our educational services side, you know, we also have resources that we can connect you with for, you know, how to do business plans, how to start your business, what you need to do, the different forms that need to be permitted to be done. And so, you know, if anybody's thinking about doing that, I mean, again, we're a resource for that. And if we can't do something, then we will definitely connect you to the right resource.
That's so true too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. I got an email, I think it was yesterday or the day from you, about your youth program. It's a youth program. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, so in my previous position over at the Ripon Chamber, I started a youth program, and I wanted to bring that to the Tracy. And so what it is, it's kind of taking our leadership program that we have for adults and making it for the youth. So we offer it to juniors and seniors in high school. And what it does is once a month, we will take those students and we, I guess, kind of do a field trip, but we take them out to different industries. So we focus on, you know, whether it's healthcare or finances, agriculture, even government. You know, there's so many, and we do it for, I think it's 8 or 9 months. And so once a month we go out and we focus on a different industry. We introduce those kids to that industry and what jobs are within that industry. And not all of them, you know, we want them to understand that not all jobs take a education. Yes. And are vocational positions out there for those kids that will not be going on to college. Now we do promote, you know, continuing education, but not everybody, it's not for everybody. And so we want to give them a head start before they are, you know, go off to college, what they might want to do and what positions are within those industries that they might be interested in. And plus, while they're out there doing that, they're also networking with, you know, business leaders within those industries that they can always call on later. You know, I can tell you, like, our healthcare day is I mean, there's accounting, obviously there's physical, I mean, you know, just different things, x-rays. I mean, there's different things that kids can do, and they see that. And so it's been good, and we're really trying to promote it. And it's new. We got Dr. Stevens and our education, our superintendent in our schools, his buy-in, and so we're all working together again and collaborating on how to offer these services to these kids and make them ready for the businesses that, you know, I mean, there are future business leaders, so we want them ready when they're out there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's really good.
That is really good.
And really connecting them with the mentors and the resources at a young age is excellent. I want to be a part of that. I don't know how we can collaborate on that, but I definitely believe that Linda and I would love to be a part of helping and seeing what that looks like and bringing some of those kids even in here and telling them, you know, like the ones who may not go to college or the ones who may go to college, but that they can also start their own businesses and maybe giving them some of that training as well. I mean, I'm looking at, I got like 2 pages of stuff that you do. So I know there's a way for us to fit into that. So great.
No, absolutely. We're always looking for, you know, people to collaborate with and help. And we're very grateful that Sutter Health Hospital donated, or I guess we received a grant from them to put this on. And then we also received one from the city. So, you know, we're very blessed to have that money to help us promote that program.
That is so great. That's awesome. And I know we collaborate on a different another part that the chamber does is the Hire Me First. So,
yes.
You know, you want to talk a little bit about Hire Me First?
Yeah. So, you know, again, back to helping the kids and the educational part. And I do want to preference that our Chamber of Commerce, I mentioned that they're a 501c3. Well, we also have an additional foundation, the Chamber Foundation. And through the foundation runs our Hire Me First program, and that's a 501c3. And so, to do that, the Hire Me First, we want kids to be ready for the next step when they do graduate. So we help with mock interviewing. We help with job placement after they graduate. We will be doing a virtual job fair coming up in July. We also help with internships and placement for the kids that participate in the program and that get certified. And so it's, we work with all the juniors and seniors again to do this. But I think just even the interview training, it's a lot of fun if you want to volunteer and come and help interview. But, sometimes to hear the kids and they're so nervous, but also you get to hear stories about what they want to do with their future and where they're going to go to school. And it's actually a really fun process, but it's really good for the kids because I think they do learn a lot.
And they do. I'm sure they really appreciate it because we've had a few kids for quite some years now that came through the Hire Me First that did internship at our other entity, Uni 2, our nonprofit that we have. And that's when we first started with the chamber, was with Uni 2. But so, and those kids, I mean, it's like, it's warming to my heart seeing them when we first get them to when they leave our program, how much they've grown and how much I'm excited for them for their future, because they're excited. So, and that's another great thing that the chamber, does for our community is help our youth. So that's great.
So it's not just about the businesses, the small businesses and educating the businesses, but it's also about our future, right? About our kids, right? Keeping them in line and helping them to reach their goals as well.
Is there any events you want to mention before we sign off today?
So, like I said, I don't have it confirmed, but I'm hoping that we're going to have a 4th of July show back in Tracy this year. With all the mass gatherings, we're trying to figure out how we're going to do this and not have mass gatherings. And so, but we still believe that we should have a 4th of July fireworks show. We have a One World Cultural Festival that we started last year, but unfortunately we won't be able to do that this year. But we're going to bring it back in 2021. Okay. We also do golf tournaments, for fundraising purposes. We have our Red Tour, which is an economic development fundraiser, and that takes everybody out and they get on a bus and then they go out and they look at the different developments in Tracy and who's coming to Tracy for business wise. That's really interesting if you want to do that. We're postponing that. I'm hoping to be able to do that in September. And so, this year, unfortunately, a lot of our fundraising efforts and our festivals and that type of thing, events, until 2021. But keep an eye on our Facebook page or our website, because if things kind of change and we're allowed to do them, then we're definitely going to have them. So,
absolutely. So as we wrap up, is there anything, last words? I know that's a lot of information, but any last tips or things that you may want to tell the listeners about the chamber or even about yourself?
Yeah, I just really believe that, especially for entrepreneurs, and, if you're starting a business or need information, please call the chamber. Even for people that are relocating, they call the chamber and we have information for them. But, just go to our website or give us a call at 209-835-2131. And we would be happy to help you, whether you're a current member or not. But, I would suggest, if you're starting a business, to join the Chamber of Commerce. I'm fortunate that it is one job that you get to meet so many people, so many business owners, legislators, your local government. I mean, it just kind of puts you in the middle of everything. And so we're very blessed to be able to work there. And so if you have any questions, please call me or reach out through our email.
All right.
Great. Thank you, Tamra. Thank you for being a part. This was very informative for me. And I think I just got myself into some more work. So it's exciting.
If you ask, we will call you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being on our show. And for you guys that are listening out there, we'll be back on Tuesday. Our shows are Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2:00. And we just had to do it extra early because we have some events going on in the city today. So just thank you guys for being a part of Workvine 209 Live.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you.